Hello friends, welcome to our Strength for the Journey, where we tap into the most abundant resource in the universe, God's love. This past week we talked about the temptation of Jesus, and we used the scripture found in Luke chapter 4. And the first temptation for Jesus was to relieve his own hunger. Luke tells us that Jesus was in the wilderness for 40 days and did not eat or drink during that whole time. And what Luke says is he was famished. Imagine how Jesus felt. That hunger, that desire for food. But at the same time, we know how we are if we don't eat for a few hours and we start to feel tired and worn down. See, how we feel physically affects us spiritually. It's in those times of immense hunger, physical discomfort, exhaustion. Those are the times when we are tempted to turn away from God and towards the solutions of the world. It's in those times when it is most difficult to spend the energy it takes to turn towards God, to do what's right in the moment. It's hard to say no when we are given something in front of us that we hunger for. Whether it's literal food or something we've been starving for, like love and attention. And the more tired we get, the more difficult it is to do the right thing. So it is imperative for us, as we journey together, to take care of our physical selves. It is a spiritual practice to make sure we are well rested, to get a good night's sleep, to be eating healthy, to stay hydrated and drink plenty of water, to relieve the thoughts of our minds, to release all that we are carrying, the anxieties and stresses of the day, to take moments by ourselves, to just relax and rest. These are spiritual practices, friends. So as we continue this journey together, I invite you to take a moment now to just pause and let go of the stresses of the day. I invite you to take a moment and close your eyes, to take a deep breath in and hold that for a couple of seconds. And then release it. Another deep breath in. Hold it. And release it. Continue to take deep breaths, friends. Breathing in peace and relaxation. And breathing out stress, worry, anxiety. Breathing in God's love. Breathing out fear and worry. Continue to breathe normally, friends, and bring to mind something you are grateful for today. Something that brings you joy. Let yourself experience that thing in your mind. And say with me, God, I give you thanks. I am grateful that I have this in my life. Take another deep breath and release. And one more time. And now you may open your eyes. Friends, it's important to have moments throughout the day in which we release the tension that we carry, which we re-energize ourselves. It's important for us to get a good night's sleep. It's important for us to stay hydrated. It is important for us to have nutritious food. All of these things strengthen us and help us to stay more in touch with God's presence and God's love, more connected. So as we journey throughout this Lenten season, I invite you to pay attention to these things, because the better you feel physically, the more connected you will feel spiritually. And remember, no matter who you are, what you have experienced, or what has happened in your past, you are worthy of God's love. And you are God's beloved. This is our strength for the journey.